at 6.1. It's an ounce lighter. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's any carbon fiber plate shoe in my size that doesn't break into the sixes. There it is, Saucony Endorphin Pro 2 in for testing. Oh man, so we're transitioning. You all know from roads to trails as the summer months begin here in Colorado. It happens every summer. So what that means is it's gonna take me a little bit longer to get road shoes to that 50-mile benchmark for the full reviews. Therefore, I wanted to get out the door today. Just my first thoughts, okay, not my full review. And before, I'm still waiting. In fact, we got more snow over the weekend up in the mountains, so more patience waiting for those mountains to open up for the summer running. But nonetheless, here we go. First impressions, 10 miles today, I believe about 7:15 a mile. So this is a marathon racing shoe, carbon fiber plate in there. Is this the second? No, I think this is the third carbon fiber plate of 2021 that I've tested. So I think the next percent, I almost said Magic Speed, Metaspeed Sky, and so they're rolling out. And eventually, I'm hoping by late summer, most of the companies have released their carbon fiber plate shoes for 2021 before why not? Let's do it now. Question of the day: are you registered for a fall marathon, and which one? All right, the races are coming back in a big way. It's going to be very exciting in September, October, November, even December, frankly. And it'll be interesting to see what shoes are on the starting line for those races. Okay, so let's do it. Here we go. Endorphin Pro 2 Twist Test Neutral Road Racing Shoe. Again, that carbon fiber plate inside there. I will tell you the drawback to this shoe in a minute, which does connect to that midsole. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Looking at an 8mm drop from heel to toe, 35.5 in the heel, 27.5 in the forefoot for that, high stack height. Women's size 8, men's size 9 on your screen. Putting the Endorphin Pro 2. Now keep in mind, okay, 7.2, and that might be, I ran in the shoe, an hour and a half, no, actually probably about 2 hours ago now. So it's probably holding a little bit of weight. I'm guessing the weight is closer to right at 7 ounces. But where did it go? There it is. Oh man, remember this guy from last year? I don't know if this is not a running shoe battle. This is the Endorphin Pro original. I think the shoe may have gained a little bit of weight from 2020. So this is coming in at 6.5, 6.6 ounces in the Saucony Endorphin Pro 1. Okay, so about a half an ounce difference at this point. And again, I'll confirm in a running shoe battle sooner rather than later for all of you. Moving on to that upper, we're looking at a single layered engineered mesh, which has been inspired by Saucony's track spike lineup, and it feels like a cross country or track spike type of upper. Very thin, very breathable. Let me just do a little comparison here real quick. Yeah, a little bigger holes there through the toe box to increase that breathability. Bottom line, for hot summer or hot, late summer racing, if you're in very warm, humid conditions, I foresee this toe box doing really, really well. Semi-gusseted tongue, very flexible heel counter, more than I expected, and that's going to impact actually the lockdown score. There it is on your screen, standard 7 out of 10. I wasn't slipping through the heel, but I didn't feel like really locked in through that heel pocket. So I'll keep testing to see. Very thin tongue. Shocking how thin the tongue is, okay? So, but I didn't feel the laces necessarily on the top of the foot. Now, if I had to think of one word for the Endorphin Pro 2 midsole, I would say snappy, okay? It felt snappy underfoot. Again, just first impression, and we'll take it to higher speeds. We'll do a threshold run in this shoe before I give you my full review, but it's a PEBAX-based polymer foam, okay, where these compressed beads of PEBAX foam creates this lattice structure, okay? There it is on your screen, how you spell it, and I think Saucony is really on to something. I don't know how they're going to improve it moving forward with respect to dropping the weight of the midsole and maybe even making it, let's do the durometer, yeah, making it not necessarily softer, but even more responsive underfoot. But I really think, and I described it the same way in 2020, is, when you go to a convenience store like a 7-Eleven and you buy like a disposable cooler because you forgot your cooler, you're going out to the river or out to the lake to hang out for the day and you need a cooler. It feels almost like that type of foam, like that type of styrofoam to the touch. It's very interesting. So I think that this midsole material has a ton of potential moving forward with. I think it's solid in 2021, but I foresee Saucony improving it even more moving forward. Now, of course, there's that signature S-curve carbon fiber plate inside that midsole. I don't think I opened. No, this is the speed. Okay, I did not open up the Endorphin Pro last year. Maybe we're going to have to do that at some point. But bottom line, contoured EVA sock liner, very comfortable inside the shoe. Felt great up against my foot. Coupled with that speed roll technology, which is the geometry, how they're cutting the midsole and giving it that unique shape there, especially from the midfoot back into the heel. So ride and energy return score, there it is, and overall score as well. Outsole, solid score, carbon rubber, XT900 is what it's called, and it's just the right amount. Hopefully I get to test it in rainy conditions. I probably should have ran in this shoe yesterday when it was raining, but I think it'll do pretty good. I'm not going to say perfect, but pretty good. It's so hard to tell on wet pavement. But anyway, it's not too much rubber through the midfoot and into the heel. So great job there, Saucony, on that outsole. Fit, 6.75 out of 10. And the reason why is because it's as I was lacing up, and this is a little tip of the day as you're testing out shoes in running shoe stores, one of your feet might be bigger than your right foot might be bigger than your left foot, or vice versa. And my right foot definitely is my dominant foot. It's probably, has a little more muscle structure to it, just a little bit. Anyway, my right pinky toe was pressing up against the inner wall inside the toe box, and that's why the fit score is not quite. It felt not uncomfortable, but I was a little shocked. So just again, make sure you have a good return policy if you do pick this shoe up, to make sure your toes are not pressing up against that inner wall. Whereas on my left foot, it was not pressing up against the inner wall. So there you go, 6.75 out of 10, same score for the comfort. And here's, let's dive into it, the positive and the drawback. So positive is the midsole material, but not necessarily coupled with the carbon fiber plate. It felt rigid and stiff. And listen, this was a great reminder for me as to why I don't train in carbon fiber plates for, let's say, middle distance and long runs. For thresholds, I use CFP shoes for threshold runs. But today, I wanted more ankle flexion. I wanted my foot to be in control of my foot strike, and I was not today. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's out here somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? I'm looking for the New Balance Rebel V2. New Balance Rebel V2. Okay, I can't find it right now. Bottom line, I was yearning for that shoe today on my foot, just because that shoe is so soft, and you have to have a strong ankle and strong feet. And I think I do have that, mostly because of my trail running. And in this shoe, I just felt too stiff underfoot. But it might prove to be perfect for racing. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you have carbon fiber plates in the midsoles, is to help you snap through that foot strike and through your personal biomechanics to make you get through that gait cycle even faster. So there you go. That's my drawback. Just the plate just felt a little too stiff today. Durability prediction, 400 miles. How will I use this shoe? 100% marathon racing. I don't even think, half marathon, I don't know. I'm waiting for the Metaspeed Sky, actually, from ASICS. I'm really excited about that shoe for 10Ks and half marathons, okay? Price point, $200. Yes, Saucony. Great job. $200, 8.75 out of 10. Now on to other shoes to buy. Oh man, I hate to do it. Should we do it? So remember, 7.1 in the Endorphin Pro 2, ASICS Metaspeed Sky coming in at 6.1. It's an ounce lighter. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's any carbon fiber plate shoe in my size that doesn't break into the sixes is not great. And this one is almost under 6. I mean, if I had to, I'll just tell you, I'm not afraid to say it. I would buy the Metaspeed Sky. Now it's more expensive over the Endorphin Pro 2. Okay, I just would, because of the weight and just the feel underfoot for the Metaspeed Sky, okay? Shoe quick specs on your screen. Soak it in one more time, all right? 35.5 millimeter stack height in the heel, single layer engineered mesh, and that $200. Okay, we'll see. And I predict, who knows? Maybe I'll get it to 50 miles quicker than I think, but it might be 2 or 3 or 4 weeks before we get this guy to 50 miles. Okay, onward and upward. Comment of the day. Here we go. I already asked the question. Oh yeah, early score. Barely, by the hair of our chinny chin chin, barely breaking into the 7.05 out of 10 for that early score. Okay, so yeah, you know, what's going to be interesting now that the embargo is over for DGR, I mean, God, it'll be interesting to see the Pro versus the Speed 2. Pro 2 versus Speed 2. We'll see. All right, we'll leave that for another day. Comment of the day, Ian Fraser. Here we go. Hello, Seth. This is connected to yesterday, talking about balancing life with racing and running. Hello, Seth. You two make a great team. I started running 5 years ago to help balance mental health and stress by my wife's recommendation. That's amazing. Like, you know, great job for your wife, just like knowing to send you out the door and just like burn off steam and just like disconnect from stresses of life. I think that's all. Your wife is amazing. Since then, I've gotten into ultra running these past 2 to 3 years. My wife is my inspiration. She follows me wherever I race, organizes our trips away, organizes logistics, and then is my support crew. Running brings us together and cements our relationship. I couldn't do this without her support and understanding. Ian, that's awesome. Sounds like you two were meant for each other. Like, I mean, to be able to share a passion together like that is it's just awesome. I mean, this day, especially this day and age, oh man, it's like, you know, we get busy with work, with life, with, you know, moving. It's nice to be able to share a common passion. So clap for your wife. She's amazing. And I think that's it, everybody. Conclusion on performance, once again, is I wish I was yearning for, I'm looking around the chute. There it is. I knew it was in here. The Rebel V. I was yearning for, like, look at this. Look at this. Okay. So you can click away. Click away. If you don't want to, you can click away, but I'm going to keep going. When I say in the studio, I'm in control of my foot strike, what I'm talking about is that. Okay, the shoe is not in control of my foot strike. I'm in control of my foot strike. I might run in this shoe for a double run today because I just want to be in control of my foot strike. So, whereas this guy, it's like it just felt like my ankles couldn't work. I couldn't push, and I wasn't going fast, okay? But anyway, that's how I felt today. Oh man, okay, we'll toss it to the Marathon Racing Shoe Matrix vlog from about 6 months ago. So where I break down all the past marathon racing shoes from 2020. Right there, right there, right there. All right, everyone, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.